What's up? It's your boy Uncle Joe, the Black Bookie. Welcome to another episode of ParentHood Parlay. I'm your host, Uncle Joe, joined by me, my guy Solo. Real parents, real pressure, real plays. Telling you the plays that we like. You can tail it, you can fade it. The choice is yours. Put your plays in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, please give the show 5 stars and leave some positive feedback. Solo, what's going on, man? Let's put some money in the account.
Let's get it, man. I'm excited. Obviously, it's midweek. We're here on Wednesday. Excited for playoffs. We got good slates today for MLB starts early, so I'm excited, man. Let's get it. Let's get to it.
We definitely got some early baseball, which is always the best. One of my plays that I'm actually eyeing today. Love trying to get some early money. You know, I got some tennis going right now. They are in Rome, so I got a tennis play to kick off. Also, we will be tracking our plays on the show now too. So our plays will be tracked on BetStamp. So you can download the BetStamp app, search ParentHood Parlay, and you will see the plays that we give out on the show tracked. Transparency is key. We're trying to show you guys how to be consistent, how to win long term. So our plays will be tracked to. You don't have to just take our word or go back and listen to the show. If God forbid you miss it, you can go back and listen to it later. But the plays will be uploaded on there for you to see. So we're trying to win. Let's get it started. My first play of the day. I'm going with the San Antonio Spurs with Anastasia Potapova, is a tennis player, a female tennis player, minus 135 at DraftKings. You guys that are new to the show, you're going to learn when I like a team that's a favorite, more than likely I'm staying away from the points. I'm usually going to try and throw them in a parlay or take the money line, depending on how low it is. I don't really mess with points unless I like the dog. And I'm getting a Spurs team here, obviously at home, that dropped game 1. But you're telling me Wemby and Fox went 0 for 8 from 3, and this team only won by 2 points?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's happening again tonight. So give me the Spurs in the bounce back and almost a must-win to avoid going down 0-2 at home. Ant was fired up. He came back. He looked good. Came back way earlier than expected.
That's Wolverine right there.
Played really well, but I still like the Spurs to bounce back tonight at home and get it done. And for Potapova, she's 2-0 against her opponent that she is playing today, even though they haven't played in about 3 years, though. She is 2-0 against her. She is 3-0 lifetime in the first round of this tournament in Rome. She is 11-3 on clay this season, absolutely having a phenomenal clay season. And her opponent, Galafi, is 7-24 against top 50 players so far. So I like Potapova to stay sharp in this tournament. Like I said, 3-0 in the first round. Has not lost her opponent ever before. Hopefully it doesn't happen today. So I like Spurs, Potapova, minus 135 at DraftKings. Make sure you line shop to get the best number. And that is kicking off very soon, as I believe she plays at 10:30 this morning.
Wow. Okay. That's great. I mean, you mentioned the Spurs in the bounce back spot. You can't beat that. I think Ant coming back for the T-Wolves was huge. There was reports saying that he might miss game 1 and game 2. And now look, he came back. He came back in game 1 and looked pretty solid. I'm sure there's some stuff there's some rust there on his part, but the fact you got Ant back out there for game 1 where you thought he might not be back until game 3 is huge. I like the Spurs in the get back spot. Wemby didn't look too good in game 1, but I mean, hey, it's game 1, his first time in this spot. But I think the Spurs will bounce back today as well. I heard a report that Ant might be questionable, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how that looks, but I like the Spurs, and obviously a tennis player. You are the man with tennis, so I ain't got much pushback on that one, so you're all good there. My first play of the day. So I think for the past week or so, I've been overthinking it. The last 2 weeks have been hot. The last couple of days I've been kind of overthinking it, so I'm kind of getting back to like what I know and just like keeping it simple and short. So my first play of the day is the Braves on the money line against the Mariners. The Braves won last night 3-2. It's 1-1 heading into game 3 today. The Mariners do have Brian Wu on the mound, who has not looked the way that we normally see him to be. Just seems something's off. I don't know if he's injured maybe, but just not clicking so far this season against the Braves team, who was number 1, if I think the top 2 or 3 record-wise in the MLB. I think the Braves are super undervalued here. The fact that Mariners are the favorites with Wu on the mound, pitching the way he has been, I think it's a little bit disrespect towards the Braves. So I'm dropping a full unit, Braves money line. I think they get the job done. I like the fact they are at plus money. That makes it way more enticing for me. So that's my first play of the day is the Atlanta Braves on the money line on the road.
I feel you, man. Sometimes you cannot overthink it. That definitely happens a lot. Overthinking and chasing are two things that could definitely mess up your bankroll and put you in a hole when you least expect it. I don't blame you. The Braves are going for a series sweep, not series sweep, a series win. They've been hot. Lost that first game on Monday that you
Yeah.
talked about. Actually, you were surprised that they were dogs, and they actually blew that game. They gave up 5 runs in the eighth. I think it was. It
Hmm.
was. It was late. It was either the sixth or the eighth inning. They gave up 5 runs, and
They
they
were
ended
up
up
for a
losing that
zip.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up 4-0, gave up 5 runs and lost that game. We had Atlanta yesterday for my snooze you lose pick, and they came out and won 3-2. So it's definitely been a tight series. Atlanta's just been they're like the Yankees right now, man. They just been printing money, getting the job done, and I don't blame you at all for taking the Braves to try and get a series win here on the road against Seattle. Seattle you just never know what you're gonna get from them
Yeah.
offensively either. Who's pitching today for Atlanta?
Martin Perez. It was
Perez.
Grant Holmes, but he got scratched. So now it's Martin Perez, the lefty. So decent spot for him. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, and Perez has been solid. He's been real
Yep.
solid all year. So Spurs Potapova for 1 unit, and also the Atlanta Braves money line for 1 unit, and that's a good job by you too as well, man. You got to sometimes take a step back and get back to what's been working. So
Definitely.
that's a
Especially with
good job by
baseball
you.
too. And we had these conversations with baseball. It's such a 50-50 sport. So in my mind, I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. And that way, if it busts, it busts, but just try to keep the mindset the same and just try to keep, like I said, as simple as possible and not overthink it.
I feel you. Well, that's kind of where I'm going today with my play. I like the Rays on the money line. I don't really love
Ah,
sweeps. I don't love sweeps in the MLB. I usually stay away from it, so I'm only going a half unit on this one. But I got to go with the Rays. I mean, this team, besides the Yankees and the Braves, they have been printing money. 9-1 their last 10. They're 13-4 at home. They won 5 straight. The Blue Jays look lifeless. They look lost. I'm getting Patrick Corbin on the mound, who has been pitching surprisingly well so far for Toronto, but is historically a terrible pitcher. He's got a 24-27 record against the American League. And then I get Shane McClanahan today for the Rays on the mound, who's been lights out his last 2 starts. He hasn't given up a run his last 2 starts. 4-2 lifetime with a 2.44 ERA against Toronto. Back-to-back starts. Like I said, he hasn't given up a run. I gotta just ride this Rays team. I won't go a full unit just because I don't like sweeps, but a day game too, as well as a quick turnaround for Toronto after losing tonight and have to get up early in the morning and face a really good pitcher. This
hmm.
Rays team is looking like the only threat the Yankees got in the AL East the way things are going. So give me the Rays on the money line for my second play for a half unit.
I love it. It's funny you mentioned that. So my second play of the day, everything you just said, my brother. I'm rocking with the Rays on the money
Hey,
line.
we are. Listen, we have not lost one when we're both on the same page. We're 2-0 when we both have like the same play on the show. So hopefully, let's go 3-0. But yeah,
Yeah.
anything else to add? Why you like the Rays?
I want to keep it simple. Like you said, the main thing is I don't like sweeps either, but the Jays do not look themselves. The fact that you do have Shane O'Mac on the mound, he looks much better. His first few starts were a little bit rocky, just a lot of walks. But he's starting to get that strikeout kind of impact down. Obviously, the Rays are hot at home. They're in a 5-game winning streak. They are balling right now. They're winning lower scoring games, just like a little bit concerning. So I'm with you on terms of not putting up a full unit on it. But the Rays are hot, man. I think it's a no brainer for the spot they're in. They're at home. Their pitcher, one of the aces, is in good form. So I'm rocking with the Rays on the money line. And yeah, you said everything I was thinking. So I'm rocking with you on that.
Rays money line. We're both aligned on that. Looking to cash. Like I said, we have not dropped one. Knock on wood. We both like a play that we talk about on the show. And to give you guys full disclosure, we do not talk about our plays the night before anything.
Not
I
at
don't know what
all.
he's taking, and he doesn't know what I'm taking until we turn the mics on.
Yep.
So we have no idea what each other likes until we get going. So, you have a third play?
Yeah, this one is more of like I'm not too sure what the unit size would be. Yeah, I'm still kind of on the fence of it, but I like the Angels and White Sox under 9 runs. I think that
Okay.
line's a little bit inflated. Both teams offensively are really up and down. They're probably both in the lower rankings of all offensive stats, I'm pretty sure. Angels won yesterday 4-3, but I like the spots for both starting pitchers. The White Sox got their rookie on the mound, Noah Schultz, who's been looking pretty good. And then the Angels got Urena on the mound, the righty, who's been pretty solid. He had a good start last week against the Mets. Not a big surprise, but the fact that he is coming in with some rhythm is good. So I think the nine's a little bit inflated. So I like the under 9. As I mentioned, I'm not too sure about the unit size, so we'll see. But I think that number is definitely a fade, being that both teams offensively aren't strong like that. So I like the under 9 in that play.
I actually just peeped. I was listening, but I was trying to lock the play, and I didn't even realize the Braves are the dogs today too, huh?
Right. Yeah. They're plus
Wow.
money. So that's exactly why. Honestly, if that line was even, I might have stayed away from it. But I think the fact that you're getting the Mariners got Wu, the lines have the Mariners at 136 with Wu on the mound, to me is just disrespectful to the Braves. The Braves should be favorites here.
Yeah, I
That
don't blame
line
you,
should be
but
reversed. It should be Braves 135.
yeah, I'm a little surprised at that one. But I was locking it in on BetStamp, and I was like, oh wow, the Braves are dogs. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize that. But yeah, so you like the under,
I like
and
the under.
not sure of the unit size yet.
Yeah, I'll probably go half a unit on it, just because like those bullpens on both sides are a little bit questionable. So that's not a big investment I want to put in too much. So probably go half a unit, but I think it's a good play. It's a good read. And like I said, I think that line's a little bit inflated.
Yeah, I feel you. I gotta shout out Mom Duke. She's in the chat talking about let's go Knicks. She got
Let's
on me
go, Mom Dukes.
she got on me talking about the Knicks defense last show. But yeah, the Knicks came through and absolutely curb stomped the Sixers. But we talked about it. I mean, we
You
had New
did.
York because it was just touch. Well, I had the over. But it was just such a bad spot for Philly coming off that game 7. I mean, you're asking for a lot. Games on the road too, just tired legs, emotional.
Absolutely.
But that's why today, my last play, I'm going with the Sixers in the first half, +5.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
full unit on this one. This is going to be a desperation game for the Sixers once again, just like the Spurs. No, they cannot afford to go down 0-2. Even though they're heading home, they know they cannot afford to go down 0-2. I like them in the first half. The thing that stuck out to me is the Knicks won by 40, right?
Yep.
And this line is the exact same as game 1.
Mm-hmm.
You would think you drop 40 on the team, the line goes up maybe a point, half a point, something. The line didn't budge. It's the exact same line from game 1. Also, too, I think the Sixers have extra motivation now, too, as head coach Nick Nurse had to go to attend his brother's funeral right after game 1.
Wow.
I'm hoping they come out and have a little, a little upbeat in their play to win for their coach, who had to go bury his brother right after losing by 40. That's a tough thing to do. So I like the Sixers just in the first half. I do think they could cover the full game. But I'm just going to stay out the full game. I know it's going to be desperation. They got to come out early. They got to play well. And also, too, I just do not think Jalen Brunson is going to have that type of first half again. I mean, he was absolutely on fire. He couldn't miss anything. I think he'll have another good game.
On one.
Yeah, I think he'll have another good game. But that type of first half, he almost had 30, right, in the first half?
Yeah, I think he had about 20, 22, I think I want to say around there.
Yeah, I don't think he kills like that again tonight. So give me the Sixers at least to keep it close, +5 in the first half. I'm going full unit on that. Just taking the motivation for the head coach, the desperation spot that it is. And I just don't think JB's going to dominate like that again today.
No. First of all, shout out to Mom Dukes. I'm glad you're in the chat and showing support as always. I think that's a ballsy play. Not that it's a bad play, because I do believe the Philly will bounce back and just play much more competitive basketball tonight. But the Knicks are rolling right now. Three straight games? 3 straight games. They won by 25+.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're back
Which
at home.
is good and bad, right? It's good and bad it's great for the Knicks, right? Great for the Knicks because, again, the rest guys late in the game, too. Even game 1, I mean, I don't think a single starter played in the fourth quarter. So they're getting the rest guys, which is awesome, but terrible for the NBA. Absolutely terrible. You do not want playoff games being decided by 40. Not especially, dude, we're not in the first round anymore, so this ain't like a 1 versus 8 type situation. These are supposed to be 2 teams that could win the East. One should not be losing by 40.
As a Knicks fan, I'm happy with the result. I'm cool with it. I like comfortable Knicks wins. I hate when the Knicks are in a close game. I always get worried about that because they tend to blow leads. and lose down the stretch at times. So the Knicks winning by 40 as a Knicks fan is good. The Knicks look amazing, but yeah, like to kind of touch base on your play. I do think Philly definitely bounces back today and plays way more competitive. Tough spot for them in game one, coming off the game 7 against Boston on Saturday. Quick turnaround. So but I got Knicks taking care of business, man. I'm surprised at the line you mentioned being that it is 1 point lower. It's at 6.5. It was 7.5 on Monday.
I think it's
So
still the same. It's not 7.5. Did it drop?
I seen 6.5 yesterday. It might have went back up again.
Okay.
But yeah, that's let's see. That's a let's see. I want to see what happens, how that plays out.
Yeah, I mean, the Sixers really just have no choice. They cannot afford to come out.
Choice.
Yeah, they have no choice. You can't afford to come out and get off to a slow start. I mean, even when I was watching it with my parents, actually, remember they came here. I was watching the game with them, and we were talking about it. The first 7 minutes, I was like, the Sixers look exhausted. They just look exhausted. They couldn't get up and down the court. So yeah, they have no choice. And like I said, I'm adding in the human factor. I really just think hopefully they'll come out and want to ball out for their coach after, like I said, having to go bury his brother after we just got spanked by 40, and now our coach has got to head to Iowa to go to his brother's funeral. I'm adding in the personal human factor that they'll come out and play hard tonight for Nick Nurse.
Nah, I think so too. He's a good coach. He seems like a good dude as well. So, obviously best regards to him and his family, but I think you gotta respond in that situation for your coach for sure.
And anything before we go to our next segment? Anything? You have one last play?
No, that's it. Right? I was thinking Minnesota plus 9.5, but I like the spot for the Spurs, and I'm hearing that Ant is questionable. I think Ant plays, but I think Spurs will bounce back.
So he'll probably be on a minutes restriction again.
I think so too.
But I do think he plays. So let's just quickly recap before we move on. We got Braves money line plus money. We got both of us on the Rays money line minus 135.
Yes, sir.
We have my play Spurs Potapova minus 135, and then you're under. It was Angels
and the White Sox under 9.
You've been seeing that series pretty good too, because that first game you called too, and the White Sox shut them out 6-0.
You know what's funny? I had the Angels last night, but I didn't play them. So you're right. I've been reading that series pretty well. Both games have been under, so I'm trending towards the under for the game today. So I can't pick a winner today.
No, yeah, I don't blame you.
I'll be on episode going back and forth. I have no idea who's gonna win. I don't know what bats are showing up. It'll be
right now I'm seeing under 9 minus 115 best number at FanDuel. Guys, make sure you line shop, and that's also too a plus when you go to follow our plays on BetStamp. You can see all the different lines for whatever play you're looking to take. Which book has the best number? It does come in handy. It's very important. It's crucial. Make sure you line shop. So the best number for this under 9 I'm seeing is 115 at FanDuel. And you want a full unit or half?
For the under, half unit.
All right. So we are locked in. Make sure you guys download the BetStamp app. Type in ParentHood Parlay, and you will see all our plays.
Just to piggyback on what you said about line shopping, y'all, it is super important. That's one that's been helping me out so much, is knowing the market, seeing what's out there, comparing plays, comparing different platforms. Because remember, it's your money, man. It's your money on the line, so you want to make sure you get the best deals possible. So always line shop, always know the market's important when betting. So definitely recommend doing that, the night before, the day of, and just keeping track of the lines, because the lines are constantly moving. The sharp guys, they're on it, man. So make sure you do the same.
And it matters, because there's certain books that I do like.
Yeah.
But their lines are awful. It's like, you'll have a game that's 170 at one book and then 155 at another.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a huge difference, right? That's a huge difference. So make sure you guys check that out. Download the BetStamp app. You'll see our plays. You can also see my plays daily that I give out that are not on the show. Usually Sunday to Friday. I try and lay off on Saturdays, but download the BetStamp app. But we are rocking. We're going to move on to our next segment. Thank you all for joining us here on ParentHood Parlay, episode 8. Uncle Joe and my guy Solo. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're listening on Spotify or Apple. Please give the show 5 stars and leave some positive feedback. Shout out to the new viewers on Twitch. You guys can check out the first 7 episodes on YouTube, but now going forward, we'll be on Twitch as well too. So shout out to you guys. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, your plays, the show, everything. Just blow up the chat, talk to us. We're here to grow with you guys. We're going to keep expanding. We got a new setup. We're on some new platforms. We got some big things going, man. So it's going to be an awesome summer for Parenthood Parlay, and we want you guys to be a part of it.
Definitely.
Moving to our next segment, Beyond the Scoreboard, where we talk about some parent things and some things that are going on in the world of parenting. If you guys also find some cool stories you want us to talk about, drop it in the chat or email us at parenthoodparlay@gmail.com so we can talk about it as well on the show. So this one I had sent to you last night, and it was funny because this is like what we were talking about before with the teacher that was she had the kids sports betting, and I was like,
not sure what happened there, y'all. My boy just disappeared on me, but we got a funny segment for y'all. This one coming up. We got it's a funny story. When he gets back on, we'll present it, man. But hope y'all doing well. Obviously, it's Wednesday. I'm working from home today. Well,
you still there?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay, cool. I thought the whole show stopped. I was about to be like, nah, no way.
I was about to have a whole personal segment. I was telling everybody I'm working from home today. I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole personal thing going on.
I was like, wow. I was like, no way that just happened.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, this is like the teacher we were talking about before that had the kids sports betting. And I was like, that's a good way for them to learn, not to actually bet real money, but they could teach them risks and odds and probability and etc. So this teacher, what she did was she taught her students math. This is a 4th grade math teacher who was teaching her students math by tracking Caleb Williams' passing yards. And he actually sent her an autographed signed jersey. So shout out to this teacher. I forgot to look up her name, but I thought that was really cool. And that's what you have to do now. This is what we talk about with the curriculum and with these kids. You have to find new ways to be innovative and keep them interested, and not just the same old 2 + 2 = 4. That gets boring. Especially with the kids now today, right? They don't have that attention span. It's very short. It's in and out. They need something that's going to keep them wanting to show up, wanting to engage. And that was a cool way for her to do it and find out a new way to make her students interested in it. And she got a free jersey out of it.
Caleb know what he's doing. we ain't doing this, man. He know good and well what he was doing with that. An autographed jersey.
Shooting a shot.
He's shooting a shot. This is game 7, game on the line. This is Bulls MJ versus Utah in '98. He know what the hell he was doing with this. Yeah. First of all, he could have came to the school. He could have showed up, met with the kids, met the teacher, made it like a big thing. He sent an autographed jersey over there.
It probably had his phone number in it.
Come on. Like I said, if he came to the school and was like, "Hey, I talked to your teacher, like she told me what you guys have been doing with the metrics, keeping track of the stats," and he comes to show that's huge. But to be like, yo, here's my signed jersey, and just send it off like that, he knew exactly what he was doing, man. He ain't slick. He ain't slick at all.
Oh man, I'm trying to look up if I can see the name. Caleb. That is hilarious.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
I don't doubt it, though. I don't doubt it. Caleb.
That's the first thing that popped in my head when I seen that article. I was like, Caleb knows exactly what's going on right now. But, I mean, hey, he showed love, support.
Teacher Emily Romano was the one that received the lucky signed jersey. But shout out to her, though, too. At the end of the day, it's a way to, like I said, what you got to do, man, make the classroom exciting. Yeah. Find new ways to teach these kids. Find new ways to keep them engaged.
I mean, if I was a student in that class, I would be engaged too. But if I heard my teacher got a signed Caleb Williams jersey, I'd be like, how come he didn't come to tell him to pull up? Tell him to pull up to the school.
So she's a 4th grade teacher, and she said, she's just doing something fun with the class. She said it was cool that she got the jersey, but it's just something that she's doing, and maybe to be inspired to try for other teachers to try in their classrooms. And it doesn't have to be exactly that. I mean, maybe some teachers in New York will do some Jackson Dart uh, passing yards this year, but at the end of the day, find new ways to keep these kids engaged, find new ways to make it exciting. There are sports and sports betting and things like that are outlets. It's not a crime. They are outlets. It's a legal thing. Yes, they can't do it underage. That's why we don't need them betting real currency. But teaching them probability and odds and risks and money management, those are all skills that they're going to need in the real world, even if it's not in sports betting. If they're doing stocks, if they're just managing their household budget, all these things come into play. So find new ways to teach these kids. So shout out to teacher Emily Romano, Caleb Williams out here shooting his shot. and it's just another day in the neighborhood for him.
Nah, I was going to say, obviously, I had my piece on that part, but I do like the fact that teachers are trying innovative ways to teach students, like just in general. I think that's powerful, man, because teaching, I can imagine, my lady's a teacher. So I can imagine, I've seen her like every day having new curriculums, new criteria, trying to find ways to be innovative, keeping kids involved, because like that's huge. That's important, man. So what that looks like, obviously, you have to know your class, your students, so obviously facilitate what that process is. But I think that's powerful, man. I think that's dope, just to find different ways as teachers. It's hard, man. I can imagine. I don't know.
It's hard.
I got good patience, but I can imagine being a teacher. Like you coming home with work, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to go in, and it's like a nonstop. And obviously they have the summers off, which is dope, but
yeah,
but it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard, man. They're underpaid, undervalued, what they do and what they bring to the world. So to have like a teacher who's like willing to just step out the box, regardless of like the pay, the structures, and like to figure out different ways to keep her students engaged is dope, man. So I'm sure she built a good relationship with them. And then obviously Caleb Williams is trying to get his own relationship as well in the process with it. So shout out to the whole story.
And also like you probably know better than me, but even when you come up with something new and innovative, it still has to get like approved. Like you still got to still got to get approved. So it's not like you be like, I want to try this, and you start doing it. Like it still has to be approved by the principal and everything like that. So
definitely.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely not an easy job. And the older the kids get, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, she's doing it for her fourth graders. I think that's a pretty good age. I think if I ever had to be a teacher, that's probably where I would aim for, like that third, fourth grade range.
Yeah, it's too small.
Yeah.
They become your kids.
And then I definitely I couldn't see myself ever doing like high school.
No, you might be fighting in there. You can't touch these kids. You might end up trying to, be like, kid come in on a bad day, he starts cursing you. I don't want to learn today. These kids in high school, the freshmen.
They're crazy. That actually happened too.
They're on their phone in class, on social media, I'm sure. You didn't grow up in that era.
Yeah, the phone thing has definitely made it 10 times harder for teachers.
Oh, for sure. Too. Yeah, everything is there.
Yeah, this is actually an Arkansas teacher was taken into custody because he told a student, "Don't call me bruh, call me sir." And the student said, "My bad, little bruh," and he ended up choking him out.
He choked him
out. Choking him out. Tracy Matthews, 56-year-old, grabbed the student, shoved him into a desk, and pushed him outside the room and strangled him against the wall.
Oh, he like manhandled this kid.
Yeah, he lost no
chance. He like lost it. Oh, he was having the heat.
See, it's you can't have something smart to say. He told you don't call him bruh. That was it.
He said my bad little bruh.
My bad little bruh. Now you on World Star getting choked out. I mean, obviously I don't support or condone putting your hands on kids, especially other people's kids. But yeah, he snapped. He snapped. There's no other way to put it. He snapped.
He just lost it. What's funny too about that is like, I'm sure they probably had history prior to that. Where he probably was saying those smart remarks. That wasn't the first incident because at that
building up. Yeah, he didn't just.
Because the first time I'm like, hey, let's talk outside. Let's talk about it. What's going on? You call me little bruh. I'm 56 years old. I'm a grown ass man. I got a beer belly. I got so much going on as a grown. I probably got my own kids. I just went out to the. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean, little bro? Like, I'm a whole grown human. to say somebody little bruh. So we got to talk outside. So the fact that he just strangled him straight up, gave this kid no chance. I'm sure they had some kind of prior tension and beef prior to this. The teacher was waiting. He said he went home like, yo, he got one more time to say some shit, and I'm gonna strangle this kid. That's what he did. Don't approve of hitting kids. Please don't do it. Teachers, obviously, parents is parenting, but I'm saying in that kind of light, please don't. I don't promote that at all. But that kid, I'm not saying deserved it, but damn.
No. Yo, you just tested. Yo, F around,
Tested
find
the
out.
waters,
They
though.
say, right? F around and find out. You can't keep playing. Stop playing the game. Nobody playing. Everybody ain't playing. Especially these old heads. These old heads are not playing.
You know what's funny? If he just said bruh again, he might have gotten his face like, yo, don't, he might have gotten his face and kind of scared him, but he said little bruh. He emphasized it at that point. So now I'm like, nah, little bruh? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, aggravated assault. He's been charged with. It's just tough too, because these situations too. It's like, at 56, I mean, you're close to retirement, and now I don't know how that's gonna go for you, because you're definitely gonna get fired. You're not coming back to school, so
you can't teach me after that. You just strangled my peer,
right? So like, you may do jail time, right? You may do jail time, but also too, like, I'm sure you just messed up the whole retirement thing on the way out.
I hope he doesn't go to jail, because that's a whack jail story too. Like, you in there with the inmates, like, yo, what you in here for, man?
Yeah.
I was a teacher, and this kid just, he pushed my patience too much, and I strangled him. It's like, oh damn, all right, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So prayers up for Tracy Matthews, man. 56 years old, man, just out here losing his damn mind. But any
marbles?
Any kid stories for you before we move on?
Nah, no kid stories, man. I think that's enough for me for the day, man. It's to hear a kid in high school getting strangled. I think we could lay off. We could move on to the next topic, because that is crazy, man. This fact is he just strangled this kid.
Strangled him, bro. Not remember too. Took him outside into the hallway, and then strangled him.
This might sound messed up, but I'm actually curious. I'm not for my own humor. I'm generally asking: Is this on video?
I'm not sure. It says it was recorded, but I didn't.
Somebody got that recorded. I know one of them students was like,
one of those students got it. Yeah, once he grabbed him. Remember, he had to grab him, shove him over a desk, drag him into the hallway, and then strangled him. So there's no way one of those kids didn't get on it. It says in the article that it was caught on video, so we gotta look it up and see. But I'm sure it is.
Who you calling little bro? Like, that's imagine him saying that. Like, what do you? That's crazy.
I should
not be laughing at this, man. This is messed up.
No, it's messed up. But hey, we have to. Jay, Mr. Matthews made his decision, and so did this student by calling him little bro. All we are here is to his report on it. It is what it is.
Yo, Tracy Matthews made that decision that year. I think he told him before the year started, if any kids mess with me this year, they got 2 chances. That kid probably went 5. He probably gave that kid like 3 or 4 chances.
He definitely gave him some leeway. Remember, because it's May, so he's probably been pushing his buttons since September. So he definitely gave him some leeway. But only thing for me, man, shout out to Little Man, man. Actually, I got two stories, actually. I'm going to save one of them for Final Whistle.
Okay.
But yeah, Little Man, actually, he was eating the other day, and my wife is like, he does so well with, he's not throwing his food anymore. Like, he used to do this thing when he threw his food on the ground when he was done or he didn't want it. We kept saying, like, you don't have to do that. Just leave it or push it to the side. Like, you don't have to throw it on the floor. And honestly, he doesn't do it anymore. And it almost felt like I forgot he ever even done it. Like, the fact that he made that change and stuff. Like, it's been so long since he even done it. Like, I forgot he used to even throw his food until she mentioned it. So I was really happy and proud of him. When I thought about that the other day, because she mentioned that she was, he was eating, I think he was eating pizza, and she was like, yeah, he does good now. He doesn't throw his food. And I was like, wow, I forgot he even used to even do that. I forgot and that was something that, like, it was a problem. You think about it, he's eating 2-3 times a day, not the bottle. He's at full, real food, and he was just chucking it. He was just chucking it. He wouldn't, like, if he was done or he didn't want it anymore, or even if he didn't like how it tastes, he was chucking it. It's like, bro, just leave it. Just leave it. You don't have to do that. Just leave it. Or if she put something down and then she brought something else, like a dessert or a snack, he would throw what was already there, so he could have what she just brought to the table. It's like you don't have to
Got
do
it.
that. They're not going anywhere. Just leave it. You can still finish eating this and still have this. So I was really proud of him when she mentioned that the other day, because I was like I said, I forgot it felt like he never even did that. It was so long ago that he was doing that, and now he really eats with no problem. So I
That's super
appreciate that.
dope, man. It's super dope to see the maturation, obviously, and just
Yeah.
those habits that just kind of disappear overnight. That's super dope to hear. And his kids is like, and we're going through it now together, but when they want something, it's just like their mind just is
Yeah.
like a tunnel vision for them. So
Uh-huh.
they're not even thinking about throwing on the floor. It's just the fact that they want the next thing.
Uh-huh.
And that delay and that process of like, no, like still finish what you're doing, then you'll get to this is a big learning moment too. So the fact that he learned that for himself, obviously now he has that probably is it self-awareness? Because does he realize that he's not doing it no more, or he just like naturally just like,
No, right. He got popped. He had to
oh,
get popped. You know, you had to give him a little. Don't do
little
that.
little bruh.
You yeah, he had to get a little bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't. Hey, don't do that. Don't throw your food. Cause
Yeah,
like the first few times, you just try and tell him like, yo, stop. We don't do that. Obviously, he doesn't know. But after the 10, 15 times, all right, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So you gotta get a little. You know what I'm saying? And even after that, still every now and then, Matt had to. But now it was done. Like now he used to do that actually with his bottle too. Like he would turn it upside down. And it's like,
hmm
bro, don't do that. Why would you do that? Um, Same thing. So I had to get a little, and that's it. Now no mas. It's all good.
no boss. For viewers out there, Uncle Joe does not manhandle his children. By the way, you know what
No,
I'm
not
saying?
at
He's
all.
good. I
I
don't do
I
that.
actually try my hardest not to hit my
I
kids.
can't
Like
imagine me doing it, honestly.
yeah. I mean, my oldest, he be pushing me to the brink. He be trying me.
Yeah,
So he got to get it every now and then. But even with him, I really try not. Like I tried to talk to them. Like I
yeah,
rather use my words and explain to them. I might have to yell. I might have to curse every now and then, but I actually rather talk it out. But every now and then, yeah, he got to get it.
yeah. My thinking too was like, I never want, you know, I always told myself before I was a parent, I want my kids to ever fear me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like to have because some parents, some kids, once they get that whooping, is like, damn,
yeah.
like this is what he or she's capable of. So
Right.
you don't know how kids respond to that. So, I try
Yeah,
to obviously I believe in taking things away,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, but nah, everybody has
Same
their
thing. My
ways. And
oldest,
obviously
same thing.
a little pop is nothing. I be
No,
hearing some
yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's
little
nothing.
pop is nothing. With my oldest, same thing. We take stuff away. That's usually our result. Like it has to get far for me to like put my hands on him.
Definitely.
But he be trying it. It's like I don't mean the way he be thinking sometimes. Like bro, I don't like. What's the goal here? Like, I don't. What are we doing? Like what are we doing? But he just be having moments where he just lose his damn head. Like I don't just understand what's going on. But
Yeah.
overall, I mean, he's
He'll get there.
yeah, but also it is also Teacher Appreciation Week. So shout out to all the teachers out there. Shout out to your young lady holding it down in the classroom, and everybody else.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the teachers that's doing what they're doing. Keep being innovative. Keep changing lives. Keep impacting these kids too, because sometimes you
They're
could
the
have that
future.
one teach that could really change your life. So don't just
Literally,
show up
man.
because it's a job. I know it's tough. I know you're underpaid, but make a difference and really change somebody's life.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into our final segment and wrap it up. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, give the show 5 stars and leave a comment. We're going to get to our final segment, the final whistle. And what do you got for us?
Final whistle today. There was a few things I was going back and forth about. I want to give rest in peace to John Sterling, man.
Yeah,
Um,
we did talk about it
we did.
before we went on the air. But yeah, definitely a legend. Didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, definitely a legend
Nah, you're
about
good.
that.
I guess
Um,
I was going there with it because like it's dope to see like when people get celebrated. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
because when people are alive and people are doing their thing and we all work and do our stuff on a day-to-day basis, we tend to kind of forget, the impact people have in the world. It could be your friends, it could be your family. So when things like death unfortunately happened. It's cool, and I think it's powerful to see people celebrate and come together. I mentioned John Stingers, obviously it's a sports show, but just in general, just like people, giving flowers and people are here is important. Making sure you check on your people. Something I gotta get better with. Just being better with communication, checking on your peoples, your folks, and just making sure that people are good, making sure your people are good. So there's no surprises that come. Not every day's promise. We all know that. So it's important that you are, doing your part to make sure that you're good, but also make sure your people's is good, and just stay in contact with whoever that you're close with, because you just never know what's going to happen, man. But the point is to just making sure that you appreciate things when they're here, and then even when they're not, still showing that gracefulness and that love. That's important.
No, absolutely, man. John Sterling, absolute legend. Definitely had some funny moments, but one of the
Definitely.
most historic calls of all time. It will always be, whether you hate the Yankees, love the Yankees, whatever. The Yankees win will always be a legendary thing that will go down forever. Definitely a legend. And I was talking about it to some of my boys who are Yankee fans, and I was like, same thing, human factor, just extra motivation now too. I think the Yankees are really going to try and go out and get the ring for him this year too. And I mean, the way the AL's looking, and then with the schoolboy injury, you're still going to get Rondon and Cole back. I mean, the Yankees are looking scary, man. They're looking scary. I mean,
Now to them Yanks, man.
and it doesn't look like anybody really in their way. I mean, it's only May, but I mean, we got the Guardians and the A's. I mean, I don't think the Yankees have feared either one of them in a series.
I'm hyped about the Knicks, man. I want the Knicks to get to the finals this year. I feel like this is our year, so let's see what happens.
It's same thing for them too. I mean, same thing. My boy hit me up yesterday. He's like, "Yo, what do you think about the Cavs winning Game 1?" And I'm like, They didn't win a single game on the road against Toronto. They didn't win a single road game. I don't see them showing up, even though you don't got to go across the border today, but I don't see them showing up and winning a road game here.
Nah.
With the Pistons, you never know, because their offense comes and goes too. So if the Knicks get past the Sixers, I think they go to the finals.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to face Detroit, but that's going to be a tough series. But I think Knicks have what it takes. I think Knicks are playing much better too. Knicks are a playoff team at this point. The season stuff, I wasn't even worried about this. I was obviously, as a Knicks fan, you get emotional moments like, "Yo, Knicks stink right now," but Knicks are a playoff team. This is what we're playing for. We want the championship. If it's finals or bust at this point for this team. So I expect them to come out, take care of business against Philly, and then Detroit, bring it on, man. Let's go. And winner of that obviously gets to the finals.
My final whistle, my thoughts today. Man, speaking of, I thought about it too when I was talking about my oldest. So he had a dance.
Okay.
And when we went to school, right, we had dances. He's in middle school. When we had dances, I felt like it was kind of a lead up to it. Like, it was kind of a big thing, right? Could you maybe ask a girl if you're going to go or whatever. I feel like you had at least 2 to 3 weeks to prepare for it, right? Because you got to get a ticket, you got to ask the date. Like, it wasn't like as long as prom, but I feel like it was at least a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
No. I remember being a few weeks. Yeah,
At least it was never weeks, right? Even in Disney shows, it'd be at least like 2, 3. Like, oh, you're going to the dance next Friday? Like, it'd be like at least 2 weeks. His school gave a week's notice to get the tickets for the dance. A week.
Was it announced before that, or it was announced the week before?
So it was probably announced like the date before, but they only gave them a week to get the tickets. Monday through Thursday, they had to get the tickets.
Okay,
that was it. So my knucklehead son, of course, waits to the last moment to try and get the ticket. You can only pay for the ticket in cash. So I got to go up to the school Thursday, of course, the last day before school ends. I have to run up to the school and get his ticket. I don't have cash because I never have cash. I don't do anything with cash. And I give them change because that's all I had.
Mm-hmm.
The ticket was $3. So I give them some change. They're going to tell me they can't take the change. I'm like, listen, I'm not coming back up here. I'm not coming back up here. Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. I'm like, this is what we're going to do. Because it was also, you had to get a permission slip signed. So I signed the permission slip. I'm like, I'm here now. I'm not coming back tomorrow. I mean, I'm not coming back up here today. So this is what we could do. Either you're just going to take this change and call it a day, or I could send the bills with him in the morning. And they really tried to make it a hard time. Like, no, well, today's the last day. We can't take it tomorrow. I'm like, this is not the French Open. It's a dance at the middle school. Like, this is not. It's not gonna be full to capacity. Y'all not selling it. Like, this ain't Rolling Loud. Like, take the $3 and get out of my face and give me. I'm mad I'm even up here because of course he waited to the last minute. I'm mad I'm even here. So now I'm taking my anger out too because I'm already upset at him that I'm here like late. And two, I'm old and grumpy now, man. I don't like traffic. So I know driving up to that school at that time, I know the traffic I'm getting stuck in because everybody's coming to get their kid because I'm in a small town, so there's no buses. So you have to either walk or you get picked up. So I know I'm in all this traffic trying to pick, because everybody's here to pick their kids up.
Yep.
I got the cat. Listen, take these coins or not. But I'm not coming back up to this school. So, it was literally a whole thing. They made me go back and forth with the principal. I was like, I'm not leaving until I get the ticket because I'm not trying to hear it too. And this is what people got to understand too. When you're married and these things happen too, I'm not about to come back home and tell my wife I didn't get the ticket. I'm not dealing with that either. Now I got 3 issues. I got an issue with the school. I got an issue with him waiting last minute, and I got an issue with her that I came home without that ticket. I ain't doing it. I was like, listen, I'm not leaving until I get the ticket. So y'all gonna figure something out. Either you're gonna take the change, or like I said, I'll give him the money in the morning. He could bring it to school. So long story short, I left with the ticket. He went to the dance and he had a good time. But absolutely ridiculous. The school should be ashamed of themselves for one giving that short of a notice to buy the ticket, but also trying to shake me down for bills instead of cash. I mean, instead of coins.
First question to you. You mentioned not carrying cash. How the hell did you get the change?
His piggy bank or something. I never had cash. I think my wife had like $1 something in quarters too. Like it was like that. Like it was just scrambled because I was home and she called the school and she was like, can we get it tomorrow or whatever? And the lady was like, no, today 2:30 today. That's it. That's the cutoff. So we started scrambling, loose change under the couch, stuff like that. And then I took it up there.
And then did you manhandle the principal?
I did. I kept it as calm as I could because he's already a knucklehead. So I'm like, I don't want them to think that he getting this from home. But I was like, listen, I'm not coming back up here. Like I'm not, like y'all are being ridiculous now. Like I'm not coming back up here to give y'all 3 singles. I got the $3. It's in quarters. I don't care. That's it. Take it. They really
also, like,
it's
$3. I can't just bill me. Like, we can't just figure this out. Like, y'all need the cash by Friday. This is not a drug deal. Like, what's going on? This is not
I'm telling you, they act like this dance was gonna be on VH1 or something. Like it was insane. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And that's the thing too, man. It's just I don't know what would be going on with administration. Like I just don't know what would be going on. Like it didn't need to be that deep. Like it didn't need to be that deep.
Yeah,
but it ended up being that deep.
Yeah, they got you in trap for $3. Was crazy.
It's crazy. It was crazy, bro. But that's
shout out to young man. He's going to the dance. Hope he has a good time.
Yeah, he went. He went already.
Oh, this is like okay. Oh.
Yeah, he went already. It was Friday. So
okay.
He had a good time. He actually wanted to wear a suit. So he wore a suit. We got him a suit. And he did his thing. He wanted to be, he didn't just want to show up in jeans and a polo or whatever. He actually wanted a full suit. So we got him a full suit and he did his thing.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, man. So that is it for us. Another episode in the books, episode 8. We appreciate all you guys. We're going to keep growing and keep expanding. Like we said, you can watch us now on YouTube and on Twitch. I actually wasn't able to do Twitter because you have to have a premium account. So I'm either going to switch it to like IG or Facebook. One of those, we'll figure it out. But please, we appreciate it. Even if you're not watching the show live and you watch it later on, hit that like button. It means a lot to us. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you listen on Spotify or Apple, give the show 5 stars and leave some positive comment. Any thoughts? Any topics you guys want us to talk about too during the Beyond the Scoreboard? Please email us at ParentHoodParlay@gmail.com. I'm Uncle Joe. That is Solo. Any final words so we get out of here?
Yeah, man, just make sure you like, subscribe. You know, as Uncle Joe said, we're trying to build this community. It's big for us. We love what we do, but obviously need you guys' help to really grow the platform, to grow our followers. So make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, as we always say. But yeah, man, until next time, we'll get back at you guys. But y'all be easy. Have a good rest of the week. Y'all be blessed, be safe. And yeah, until next time, peace.